Draco and Harry may hate each other's guts, but they've got far more in common than either of them would care to admit. Here are some of the most striking similarities they've shared throughout the series. Number 1. They both come from families with huge reputations. By the time Harry and Draco are enrolled in Hogwarts, the names Potter and Malfoy are already well known. James Potter was a star Quidditch player and Lily was a member of the prestigious Slug Club. Well, before the pair died at the hands of Lord Voldemort anyway. Lucius Malfoy's name is known and feared throughout the Ministry of Magic, while his wife Narcissa hails from the noble House of Black. For better or worse, both boys have a lot to live up to. Family pride runs deep with both Harry and Draco, so defending their parents' honour often brings them to blows. Number 2. They almost perfectly embodied their houses. Malfoy swaggered forward when his name was called and got his wish at once. The hat had barely touched his head when it screamed, "Slytherin!" Harry, on the other hand, chooses specifically not to be in Slytherin, favouring Gryffindor. True to the qualities prized by their houses, Draco is as cunning as Harry is determined. If his family's name, connections and money can give him an advantage, then Draco will likely use it without hesitation. Harry, on the other hand, could gain power and influence from his reputation as the chosen one, but his principles won't let him. It can be said that Gryffindors strive to succeed on their own merits, whereas Slytherins may see this as a foolish waste of resources. It's a big reason why these two might never see eye to eye. Number 3. They're both seekers. Harry and Draco both love Quidditch. Draco is so eager to play he'll have his father fork out for 7 Nimbus 2001s, one for each of the Slytherin team. Harry's talent is clear from his first broomstick ride, which actually happens thanks to Draco stealing Neville's Remembrall, and earns him his place on the Gryffindor team. While a shared interest in sport would normally spark up a friendship, for Harry and Draco, it's yet another thing for them to fight over. Number 4. They both have uncomfortable connections with Voldemort. But their rivalry runs far deeper and darker than a game of Quidditch. During the First Wizarding War, the Potters joined the Order of the Phoenix, while Lucius served Voldemort as a Death Eater. Though Harry's connection with the Dark Lord is more obvious, it's literally visible across his forehead. Draco's connection to Voldemort grows over time, reaching its peak in the Half-Blood Prince, when Draco is assigned with Lord Voldemort's deadly mission. You'd be forgiven for thinking Draco may actually relish in this. But with his father in Azkaban and his life under threat, Draco succumbs to the pressure and isolation that Harry has suffered many times over. Despite now feeling the pressures Harry often feels thanks to his own reluctant connections to Voldemort, just think that he would probably be one of the few to actually understand what Draco is going through. Number 5. They are both wealthy in very different ways. When Draco and Harry first met in Diagon Alley, they're hardly strapped for galleons, but they've been raised under two very different extremes. While the Malfoys probably spoiled their son rotten, the Dursleys treated Harry like he was, well, actually rotten. As such, their attitudes towards brimming Gringotts vaults are tremendously different. Draco often flaunts his wealth, but Harry remembers poverty all too clearly and is very sympathetic to those who have little. After his spending spree on the Hogwarts Express sweets trolley, the first thing Harry does is share it with his new friend Ron, who Draco insults for being poor. Perhaps if the Malfoys hadn't spoon-fed their son with such a disdain for others, these two foes could have been friends? Okay, it's a long shot.